This meeting is being recorded.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Carrie, and in addition to being a Zaya rep, I am also a massage therapist and yoga instructor. So today I thought we would take a few minutes and go through a really short practice to help with overeating and to help with digestion. I know we're getting ready to go right into the Thanksgiving and then holiday season, and so there's going to be lots of extra goodies and sweets and treats. And so I think movement is a really good way to help us help ourselves and help our bodies to digest. It can really increase circulation, and that's going to aid in digestion. So the only prop that I would love for you guys to have is either a yoga blanket or just a bath towel or a beach towel. It'll just help us in this practice. So grab that and then go ahead and meet me on the mat. I'm going to go ahead and take it. I just folded it up into a square. And then I am going to sit on top of it. So what that does is it just helps to lift our hips up just a little bit. You can also do this first part of the practice in a chair if you are more comfortable in a chair than in a seated position. That is just fine. So as we begin, the first thing we want to do is check in with our breath. Breathing is a really good way to get our bodies to rest and digest. We spend a lot of time active in doing things, and our nervous system is usually hyperactive. So when we can slow down the breath, our body actually will start to digest our food and will allow us to feel a little better. So find that comfortable seat, take a big breath in, and exhale it out. Softening those shoulders away from the ears. We'll do that again. Big breath in. Exhale out. One more time, big breath in. And exhale out. Good. So as we move through and are talking about our breath, we're going to think about breathing in maybe for a count of 4 or 5 and exhaling for either 4 or 5 or maybe even 6. So exhaling a little bit longer is going to allow our body to come into a deeper state of relaxation and help digest that food. So we're going to begin by just taking some circles with our chest. So whether you're in a chair or sitting on the floor, just starting with some circles around. Nothing super strenuous. We're just finding some gentle movement. Go ahead and switch directions. Just a really gentle movement for that upper body. And then we'll go ahead and pause there. And then we're going to start to take a little bit of a side movement. So your right hand's going to come to the side, either to come to the side of the chair or the floor, and just reach the opposite arm over. And then we'll just keep switching, going from side to side, just finding a little bit of movement. Breathing, exhaling, breathe in and exhale. So we're just finding some length in the side body. Maybe you start to begin to lift the arm a little higher, maybe coming over the head. Again, just a nice gentle stretch. We're not doing anything super strenuous. If this is hard on your shoulder, go ahead and just lower it down a little lower to what feels comfortable. So just find that breath, breathing in and breathing out. Good. And then we'll go ahead and come back to that stillness, and we're going to take it into a twist. So right hand is going to find the left knee, And I'm just going to gaze over that left shoulder. Now, I'm not using that arm to twist. That puts too much pressure on the joints in our spine. So we're just going to place our hand there for support. The opposite hand is just behind me. Deep breath in. And then just exhale, gaze over the shoulder. Pull your belly button just gently in toward your spine. So I'm not sucking it in as hard as I can. It's just a really gentle pull in so that I can rotate to the side. Taking another breath. And then go ahead and unwind. Let's try those gentle rotations again. Just one direction and the other. Again, feel like you can move it whatever pace feels good, whether lower feels good or a little bit higher. Either one's fine. And then the next time that you rotate to the right, allow that left hand to find the right knee. Sit up nice and tall. And then gazing over the right shoulder this time. Again, just gently pulling the belly button toward your spine. Take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and either out through the nose or out through the mouth. And take one more breath here. Good, and then go ahead and unwind and we'll take those rotations just another time or two. Just really finding that space through the body. Good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and come off of that prop. We are going to come to a tabletop position. So tabletop, what that means in this instance is that the hip is over the knee and we want the shoulder, elbow, and wrist to be stacked. If this is hard on your wrist, go ahead and take your hands a little bit further out. That's just fine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to roll through the spine. So I want you to tuck your tailbone, curl up like a cat, and tuck your chin. So we're stretching through the back side of the body. And then we're going to allow the tailbone to lift, allow your belly to hang down, lift the chin. That opens up the front side of the body. And we'll just do that again. We'll do it a couple of times. So exhale. And then we're going to inhale. The belly to hang, lifting the chin. So we're finding space to the front side of the body. And so we're just rolling through the spine. It's flexion and extension for the spine. This is really nice. It's going to give us a little bit of opening and allowing, again, the body to digest the food, to find a little bit more space so it doesn't feel so crammed. Take just another breath here. And then come back to just that tabletop position. I want you to keep your left hand on the ground and take your right palm and face your belly. Your right arm goes under your left. And you're just going to drop your shoulder toward the ground. It's almost as if you're reaching for something under a bed. Take a breath. Nice stretch in the back of the shoulder. And then go ahead and release. Come back up. Plant the right hand. This time your left hand faces your belly. Left arm goes under right. Your shoulder reaches toward the ground. Deep breath. And then go ahead and press back up. Take another cat-cow or two if that would feel good in your body. Just a gentle rotation. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and come out of that position and go ahead and grab your prop. So what we're going to do with this prop is we're going to roll it up so we can lay back on it. So if you open it up to about this size, and you're just going to create a loose roll. It doesn't have to be super tight. Doesn't have to be super big. Just a small little roll with that. And you want it to be about the length of your body. So we're going to use this to support our spine. So the length of our body. And then you're going to place it on whatever surface you're going to lay on. And then you're going to sit in front of that rolled blanket. So I want about a fist between your tailbone, your body, and the start of that rolled blanket. Bring your feet out in front, about hip distance apart, and then we're going to use that cat action that we just did. We're going to roll back onto that rolled blanket. So that rolled blanket is right along our spine. So feel like you can take any adjustments that you need to. And so it's right along the spine, nice and supported. Your head should also be supported. So if your towel or blanket isn't quite long enough, you can put a pillow underneath. We just don't want the head to hang. We want it to be supported. So what this position is doing is it's opening up both the abdominal and the rib area, but also the chest. So we're kind of finding space through that front side of the body. Your arms just come off to the side and palms facing up as an external rotation. That just helps to open up the chest a little bit. And just take a couple of deep breaths here. And exhale them out. Allow your body to really settle into that rolled blanket. So it's there to support you. It's there to support the spine. Your hips are evenly on the floor. Just taking a couple of nice deep breaths. We're allowing, again, a little bit of extra space from the ribs down to the pelvis, is opening it up just a little bit. Should not be super strenuous on that low back. We're just breathing in and allowing the front side of the body to open up. Breathing deeply in. Exhaling it out. Keeping the jaw soft. That means space between the teeth. Let's take 2 more deep, slow breaths here. Good. After that second breath, go ahead and roll to one side. You're going to pull that blanket out or towel out from underneath you, and you're going to remain on your back. And I want you to take your left leg long, and then I want you to hug that right knee in towards your chest. So we're getting a little bit of compression now into the belly. And you can hold on to your leg behind the knee if that feels better, in front of the knee. You can also use the towel or blanket to be a little bit of support if you need a little extra length. We're just trying to pull that knee in toward the body. Getting a little bit of compression through the abdominals. Again, not super hard, a really gentle practice here. That straight leg, I want you to engage it. So think about that knee reaching, the heel reaching toward the wall. Big breath in. Good. Take your left hand to that knee and just let it cross the body just a little bit. You're going to roll just a little bit, very, very gentle. So I'm rolling to my left hip, taking my right knee across, and then unwind that. And then take your right leg long. And again, take the left knee in toward the chest. Again, getting a little bit of compression in the belly. Finding that deep breath. Feel free to use that blanket if you need a little extra support as you're pulling it in. This can also support the knee. So find what's right for your body. What's right for your body today. It might be different tomorrow. It might be different from yesterday. That's very normal. So just breathing into that straight leg. Think about the heel reaching toward the wall. Deep breath in. And then take your right hand to that knee. Release it away from your body a little bit. And then take that little bit of a twist. So I'm rolling to my right side just a little bit. Taking that rotation through the body. Deep breath. And go ahead and unwind. And then take both knees. Just give them a gentle squeeze into the body. Deep breath. One more breath. Big breath in and exhale. And then go ahead and bring your feet to the floor. Take them wider than your hips. So maybe if you're on a yoga mat, about as wide as your mat. And we're going to windshield wiper our legs. I love this. This is a really, really nice thing for your belly, for your low back. It just hits lots of good places. So my feet are about as wide as my yoga mat. My feet are going to kind of stay in place, but my knees are going to move like a windshield wiper. So they're going to move to the left. Now I'm rolled to the inside of my right foot and the outside of my left. And then inhale, bring your knees back up. My feet are still hip distance apart. And then allow the knees to fall to the right. And then inhale back up. And you can do this as slow as you would like, or a little faster if that would feel good in your body. But listen to the breath. Try to inhale, let the knees rise, and exhale, allow the knees to fall to the side. So my feet are still relatively in that same position, but my knees are just rotating. So that's gonna give a gentle rotation. This is great for low back pain. You can do this in bed when you wake up in the morning if you do have low back pain. I love offering this to clients. This is a really, really nice way to kind of wake up and warm up the back and also help with some digestion. So we'll do this just a couple more times. Again, just focusing on inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. And then the next time that you go to one side, go ahead and roll all the way to that right side. Press yourself up. Come back to a comfortable seat. And just take a moment, take a big breath in. Exhale it out. This time we're going to inhale both arms up. Exhale the right arm down. And take a little side stretch. Hold it for a breath. And then inhale, both arms come back up. Exhale the left arm down. Again, a little side stretch. Hold it for a breath. And then inhale the arms up. Exhale them down. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that this helps, and I hope you guys have a really wonderful week.